What's up, guys? Baker here.
Today I have a super special tutorial. Fan requested on Facebook, I think. Don't remember where I saw it. But I'm going to call this the Furin Space intro. I think that's how you say his name. But it's basically this little animation with the Earth and the asteroids and the particles and the text and the stuff and depth of field and boom, and check that out. Alright, so it's not perfect, but this is kind of what I got. I made this real quick, and it's pretty similar. My flare wasn't working, so just have to ignore that for now. But the basic principles and stuff is pretty close, and I like it. Pretty cool. So first thing you want to do is download this Earth model right here, and then it'll be in the description, and it'll look like this. Earth, right? And it's got some Earth, and all these things are element stuff. So just take this entire folder, Earth folder, and drop it into your documents. Go to Video Copilot, Models, My Models, and then just put the Earth here, and then boom, right there. Alright, so once you have that, we can start making some stuff. So let's make a new comp, 720, whatever. First thing you want to do is find a space background, something like this, or yeah, we'll do that. Make it cool looking, and make it 3D, and we'll push it back in Z space, maybe like 2000. Yeah, and then scale it back up, and then yeah. All right, now we'll make a new camera. And 35 is fine. Okay. Make a new null object, 3D, and we're going to push P for the camera, P for the null, and I just want to copy the camera's position so the null is right on top of it, and then parent the camera to the null. So now we can just, animate the null, and it'll be super easy. Alright. Let's make some element stuff. So new solid, call this element 3D, boom, and elements. So you gotta have Video Copilot's element, and if it's not working, if it crashes, if you torrented it and it's broken, don't post how to fix it, because that's not what this is about. Alright, so we'll go to models, we'll go to Earth, and here's the Earth, pretty sweet Earth. What's cool about this is if you turn off the brightness, you still see the lights, and that's pretty cool. So, anyways, if you notice in the intro, you can kind of see bumps on the Earth. So what we can do for that is go to your Earth texture, and the normal bump, just boost up the percentage here, and you can start to see, ooh, too close, some kind of bumps like this. So maybe 500. Get some nice textures in there. Might be a little too much. Back to 300. Looks pretty cool. Alright, so that's about it for that. I also want to go to, close this out. Your element should come with a starter pack. And we scroll down here. We've got some rocks. So we're just going to click each of these rocks. Boom. So we have Earth and 3 rocks. The Earth needs to be on 1. The rocks need to be on 2. Boom, boom. And that looks cool. Let's also go to the environment, and actually we haven't set that up yet. So let's do that now. Let's click OK. Here's our Earth. And we're gonna also put our text in. So I'm gonna say Baker presents, and then duplicate this, and then Earth. So you can see both of those. Okay. Turn these off. We're going to go to our elements and go to custom layers. And the path 1 is going to be Baker Presents. Path 2, Earth, custom texture, our background image. So we'll go to scene setup one more time. And we'll go to extrude. There's our Baker Presents. Nice. I'm actually going to close out of this really quick and make Baker Presents 2 lines. There we go. Alright, let's go back. Element 3D, scene setup, and now extrude. There we go. Perfect. Alright. So I like this thing called outside glow. Let's do that. But the edges look kind of weird, and I think they're rounded a little bit. So to fix that, just click on your texture, go to bevel curve, and go 0. So now it's a nice chiseled look and stuff. So I like that. Alright. And click extrude one more time. Now we don't want Baker Presents, so we're going to go to custom path to earth. Alright, so again, outside glow, and then click on the texture and bevel curve down to 0. Looks pretty nice. And then environment. So let's go to our custom environment. Now if I'm going too fast, you can learn all these things in my Element 3D logo text tutorial, so just search that on my channel. And I go through all the reflection stuff, and yeah, it's a good way to start with Element. So anyways, with our environment space layer, you can't really see the space anywhere. So click on our texture. We're going to go down to reflection. Where's reflection? Reflection, intensity, 100, and then Fresnel, 0.5. So there's a little bit of weird mapping right here, so we can try to rotate that later. But we can see like our space, stars, and reflecting and stuff, and makes it look like it's actually in the scene. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to do that to the other text as well. Reflection 100%, Fresnel down to 0.5, and there it is again. So looks cool. Hit OK. And also, I forgot one more thing. Back to this. The Baker model needs to be on group 3 only, and then the Earth model needs to be in group 4 only. Okay. Alright, so now we can get some cool stuff started. So with group 1, that's the Earth. We're just going to leave that there. What I'm going to do is have it randomly rotate like this. So I'm going to alt click on the Y rotation, time, star, 10. So what this will do is just rotate it. Awesome, we're done with that one. Alright, group 2. Remember, these were the 3 rocks. So we're going to want this to be a ring instead of a point. So we're going to go to ring. So we got that rock right there. Cool, cool. And we're going to go to scale shape and expand this out a little bit, and particle count increase. And they're really big, so let's go down to particle look and decrease a little bit, like 5, maybe smaller, 3, maybe smaller, 2. Alright, so we should also probably just zoom out a little bit so we can see what's going on here. So I'm going to zoom out and also rotate my null 10 degrees in the X direction. Sorry, -10. So I'm kind of looking down on the Earth. So you can kind of see above like that. Alright, nice, we're getting somewhere. Alright, so we got all our meteors and stuff, so I'm going to pump this up to about like 30, maybe 40, and particle look maybe a little bit bigger, and then the particle size randomness, which is right underneath, turn that up to 100%, and maybe a little bit bigger. No, a little bit smaller. Alright, so let's also increase the ring size again to maybe 40, and let's scatter them a little bit and scatter the Y a little bit more. And just like the Earth, we're gonna use an expression on the Y rotation. So alt click the Y rotation, time, star. This will be a little bit faster, so 30, I think. So things going around, that's cool. Let's also use an expression for, go to particle look. There's where is it? Gotta be, is this rotation randomness? There we go. So rotation randomness in the particle look. Alt click that guy. Time, star, 10 maybe. So the meteors will kind of be spinning a little bit, and looks like they're actually floating and more natural and stuff. So that's cool. That's pretty much it for that. You can do some more tweaking, but I want to go a little bit faster. We can also add lights into our scene, so let me just save this so in case it crashes. Okay, we'll make a new light, and this will be a point light, and it could be a little warm color, so that's cool. And it's thinking, and then we got this cool 3D light, and everything reacts to it, so that's neat. So this is going to be the sun, so I'm going to put it to the left and a little up, and I want it to be a little far back, so we get this kind of, not really haloing, but this specular stuff, specular feel on the earth, so that little crispy edge kind of thing. So yeah, and there's also one on the bottom right, so I'm going to duplicate the light and push it down, and then over this way, and then maybe a little bit closer. Now this is going to be, push AA, this is going to be a little bit cooler blue feel, and probably turn the intensity down a little bit, so 50. And we can turn the first light, the warm light, up a little bit so it's brighter. And one more light, this is going to be an ambient light, just to boost everything back up a little bit. And we don't want that too crazy, so still want the backside of the earth kind of feel. So it's still dark, but yeah. So anyways, that's our lighting. I can try to put an optical flare in, but it might crash, so let's see. Optical flares. Boom. And come on, buddy. Fuck! Alright, so I'm back. I guess Optical Flares doesn't like this project file for some reason. It works in a new one, but this one's being weird. Anyways, okay, no flare for right now, but you can put a flare. Probably put it in the same Z position as the background layer. And let's scale that up, by the way, because that looks kind of weird. There we go. Another thing, there are little like particles spinning around with the asteroids. So we can make a new solid. Get out of here. And we're going to use trapcode form. You could probably use particular or CC particle world, but this is what I used. Base form, we want 1 in Z space, so it's just one sheet. And size, we can boost that up. Size, we can boost that up. And rotate it flat. So let me solo this so you can see what it looks like. Let me boost up the particle size just real quick so you can see it. Alright, so we got our particles, right? We're going to flatten this down to 90 degrees. Then we're going to go to spherical field and strength. Push this up. And then radius, you know, like that. So, except I don't want it to be, let me think about this. Radius is up like that. Okay, I want this to be dispersed. So we get some, come on, dispersed. There we go. So we get some like, kind of like a big ring of particles. Well, I also need to turn the particles down. I have 70 and 70, so maybe 30 and 30. Maybe 20 and 20. Alright, so we get little particles, you know, and disperse them maybe a little bit more so we get some Y variation. But we mainly get, you know, just a ring of particles, so that's good. Turn your element back on because we want these particles to be pretty close to the same Z space as, or the same size as the asteroids spinning. That's pretty close. Anyways, we'll go back to form, and we're going to go to world transform, and just like everything else, we're going to make this thing spin. Alright, so Alt click on that guy, time, star, maybe a little bit faster than the asteroids, so 50. So they're spinning. Let's also turn on motion blur for everything. So motion blur for these, motion blur for the element. Okay. And they're not, you know, streaky enough. They're more big particles. So I'm going to go down to, first, let's reduce the size to 3, maybe 2. I want these to be small. And we're going to go down to rendering. motion blur, turn off comp settings and turn it to on, and we can increase the shutter angle ourselves to like 500, and you can kind of see them, but they're more like lines and streaks, and they spin around. They look all nice and cool and stuff. So turn this back on. Let's reduce the preview size so I don't die. That's about it for that. Let's start animating our camera and stuff. So our null object, remember that guy? Push P for position, and I'm gonna set a keyframe for right now. Move forward, and I'm gonna zoom back into the Earth. Probably go down a little bit. Oh look, Florida. Hey buddy, in Mississippi. This is where Jeremy Lee Camo is. He's right in here somewhere. Louisiana or Mississippi, or I don't remember. I haven't talked to him forever. Anyways, so it's gonna shoot out like this. Lift off, yeah. And then that's gonna go real fast. And then we're gonna increase our distance away, so we can kind of see the whole deal right here. And text is gonna pop up. So what we're gonna do is go to our element again. Group 3 is our Baker's Presents, so it's actually hiding inside the Earth. So let's come out, buddy. There you are. So let's bring that there, bring it up, and we also need to decrease the size. So maybe 5, and we can make this closer again. Baker Presents. Baker Presents. What's up, guys? And before I go any further, let's rotate the background. So we're gonna go down to render settings, and the rotate environment. We're just gonna rotate on the Y to get rid of that line. So maybe over here. That looks cool. It's all shiny and reflective. So shoots out, and we're gonna crawl a little bit slower, and then it says Baker Presents. It's gonna slow down and then come back, zooming into the Earth. And by the way, hold shift when you drag a parameter like this, and it goes a lot faster. Zoom in back to the Earth, and we need to see our group 4 Earth. So let's bring that buddy out. Hi buddy. Earth. Alright. But we want it to not pop on until we get there. So I'm going to go back a few frames. About there. We're going to keyframe the particle size from 10. Keep going back a couple more frames. And down to 0. So it'll kind of, grow up to pop right there. Alright. So you can mess around with the camera animation keyframes and get how you want it, but I'm not going to go into too much detail there. One other tip you can do is right click on position and separate dimensions, so you can control the Y position individually and the Z position individually, and it makes it a little bit easier if you got some advanced keyframes and it's not really interpolating the way you want it to, and it's like curving all weird and stuff. So that's pretty much the entire tutorial. I'm still missing that flare. That kind of sucks, but yeah, that's it. Let's see if I can replace this red intro or space background with this one. So hold Alt, drag it right here, and replace. Boom! Everything updates automatically, and that's pretty cool. Reflection and all that. Make sure you have a decent color correction. Mine kind of sucks. Made it real quick, but it can really make your intro that much better. So, whew, that was a crazy long tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment or hit me up on Facebook. Make sure you like the video, because this is I've been crazy busy and just trying to put out some decent tutorials for you guys. And yeah, any suggestions for future tutorials, feel free to let me know. This one came from Facebook, so yeah. Anyways, I am done talking because this is a really long tutorial. So, like the video, and if you make something, post a video response. Okay, peace for last time. Okay.